the M.L.M for the Soul channel, and if you've never watched my channel before, then definitely do check out my first video because I explain there what it is I'm doing and why I'm doing this. So before I begin, I want to just say, may the words and expressions of my mouth and the thoughts and meditations of my heart find favor and acceptance before you, Hashem, and some people I want to thank who have been influential for me on my journey. They are Rabbi Shalom Arush, Rabbi Lazer Brody, Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, and Rabbi Eli Mansour. So today's topic is called Uphill Battle, Downhill Slope / Delight. So how did I come up with this topic? Well, I am living in a new situation now and has its challenges, and Hashem knows that, and Hashem is testing me, and Hashem wants me to do the best I can with it. So on Shabbat, where I can go to this Chabad shul, it's quite a walk from where I'm living. So about 45 minutes each way, and it so happens that the main road I have to go on in order to get there has uphills and downhills. So I was thinking while I was walking about this experience and of going uphill and downhill. Now, thankfully, the weather wasn't too hot. It was sunny at times, cloudy at other times. Now, of course, also, because I'm walking, I can't carry anything on me because there's no there's no string around. It's a pretty long walk. The area doesn't have that. But actually, the location where I went to, that particular area does. That small area. So, so what I was thinking, first I was thinking, well, which would I prefer first? Going uphill and kind of testing myself going uphill like it's harder, or, so that's the uphill battle. And then the downhill slope, or downhill delight, I call it, is because when you go downhill, it's so easy. It just slopes and it's so easy to do. It's like the recovery is so much easier. So is it better to have the battle first and then, come out on the other end and relax, or better the other way around where it's easy first and then is tougher afterwards? So then I was just relating that to life in general. We have these battles. Now we have to go uphill, so it's tougher, it's steep. Going uphill, it's steeper, it's tougher, you have to put more effort into it. And when you go downhill, it's much easier. It's like, what a relief. This is easy. So in life, we go through that. Hashem puts us through these tests where we have to struggle, and we hopefully come out on the end in a much easier way with the delight, the downhill delight, so that, once we've already passed our test, so to speak, or had our correction, whatever it is we're trying to do, then after that, you see the results in the sense that you're not struggling anymore. At first, you're going to struggle. It's part of life. We're brought into this world, not that everything's perfect. Everything has its time. Sometimes things just go so smooth, and sometimes it's just a few minutes, sometimes it's hours, sometimes it's days, sometimes it's weeks, and then it shifts. That's just the nature of life. Everything's always shifting. Now, Hashem never changes. So everything He does is always the same. There's no change there. It's us that are changing because we're human. Hashem is perfect in the way He is. He's never changed. He always does things the same way, constantly. We're the one who has to go through different things to experience in our lives. So that's kind of what I took away from my walk to the shul and home. But I thought about it more on the way going there, and we just have to keep it in perspective that, of course, it doesn't make it any easier, and I speak of myself more than anything. This is not, I don't speak just to you about this. I speak it about myself because I'm going through this myself right now. And, as much as I tell myself and tell others, have bitachon, have emuna, have faith, have trust, know that Hashem does everything that's right and good and perfect and will benefit you in the end. Sometimes you break down. Sometimes you just have your moment where it's like, I can't. You say I can't, but that's not true, because Hashem, we know this, Hashem doesn't give us anything that we can't handle. Again, in the moment, sometimes you forget that. It's very easy to forget, and sometimes we have to have someone remind us that, everything is going to be good. Hashem will help you. Hashem is there for you all the time. He's right there, right as I'm speaking to. He's right here with me all the time, every time, anytime I need him. And I just have to talk to him. I just have to ask him. But yes, we do have those uphills and those downhills. And you can look at it in another way that I just thought of. Uphill, it could be also the positive. Like, on the other frame of, like, people that take something that brings them up. But I'm not talking about taking anything. So the uphill could be the other side of uphill could be, the uphill is learning Torah, is getting closer to Hashem, whereas the downhill is, we don't want to talk about that. The downhill is things that don't bring you closer to Hashem, things that pull you away. So that, I just thought of it. That's the flip side of what I just said, because I was talking about uphill being the battle and downhill being the easy part. Whereas you can also think about when you go uphill, like if you go to Eretz Yisrael, it's called Aliyah. Why is it called Aliyah? Because you're going up. You're going up to a higher level, a higher spiritual level, because the land of Israel, Eretz Yisrael, you're much closer to Hashem in that land. So that's why it's Aliyah, because you're going up. It's elevating you. It's elevating you spiritually, which is what you're trying to do. So that could also be the part of the uphill, and then you wouldn't call it a battle. But, the title for this video is Uphill Battle, Downhill Slope, the Light. But still, you can look at it in that other way, because that would give it an interesting twist. So we're always trying to look to the positive. So even if it seems like you're having a hard time with something and you don't know what to do, and I've been there and I've had it, and you gotta just talk to Hashem, and He'll give you the advice, the eitzah. He'll give you the idea. Even if someone says to you, oh, I don't think this is working, and I always try to say the cup is half full, not half empty. Try to look at it from a positive side. Say, let's see if we can make this work. Let's talk about it from the side that's positive, and let's look at the positive aspects. Let's try to refrain from the other. And even in the words you choose to use, instead of saying, this is not working for me, say, let's see how we can make this work. So you see how you change it. So even the uphill, even though I use the word battle, it could be the uphill benefit. I don't know, instead of making it, try to twist it to a positive word. Or the uphill, I don't know, I can't think of a word right now, I'm stumped. But uphill bonus, that meaning, because when you reach the top, it feels great. So yeah, just keep that in mind, because it's a very interesting thought process that I came to as I was going for my walk, and now as I'm saying it to you, I've actually reformulated it to also mean something else. Just came to my mind. And so I just want to say now in closing that I hope that everything you do will bring you up closer to Hashem, and do more mitzvahs, and learn Torah, and through everything that we do to strive to get closer to Hashem, and that we do for the sake of heaven, may we all live and merit to see the coming of the Beis Hamikdash speedily in our days, and the rebuilding of the Beis Hamikdash. Amen, and thanks for watching.